it's Tanya and I'm here with another journal with me, and yeah, I got creative in my journal and I painted that house. I do have this sped up painting tacked on at the end of this video, but as per usual there is no obligation to watch that. It's just I tack it on just in case, you never know. And yeah, it dawned on me after I had stuck all these really cute little monsters down that I had actually printed them on sticker paper, so I could have avoided all of that glue on my hands and things. But no, I make life hard for myself as per usual. They are Courtney Diaz's printables from this month and super cute. She does the most amazing stuff. And yeah, because I hate fussy cutting, I cut their little ears off and then I decided to add them back on because, you know, it gives them character. And yeah, I know you're all probably looking at me and thinking, oh my gosh, woman, you do know what a Sharpie does in this paper, don't you? Yeah, because Sharpies go through anything, everything. But yeah, so I do have some black marks on the back of that page, but it's okay because I can cover it up with paint or with another, you know, background piece of paper or something. It's not a huge train smash, but I do think I will try and remember that for next time, because it's not that nice to have sort of black bled through. I did get a bit on the left hand side when I got going as well. But yeah, it's just the luck of the draw, isn't it? It's something to remember. And yeah, I've been going through some of my old art supplies, and they used to stress Tim Holtz Distress Stains. I had a couple and I don't really like the colours anymore, so I've decided to move them on because I know I'm not going to use them. I haven't used them for years. Oh, and did you see that? Yes, that's a Smooch. I don't know if any of you remember Smooch. I think who brought those out? I think it was Glitz or something. I can't remember who the manufacturer was, but I remember being totally in love with them. And because I live in South Africa and it's not always that easy to get hold of these products that, you know, you see on the YouTubes and everything, I was super excited to get hold of those three, so I'm gonna hang on to them. I know I haven't used them in absolute ages, but having rediscovered them, they're really quite cute, and they do put a nice little shimmer on your projects, and they're really cute to use because it's like a little teeny tiny paintbrush, almost like a nail polish. So there we go. And yeah, I didn't like the way this background came out. That often happens with me, but I decided to get my Posca paint pens out and do a little bit of doodling and stuff just to try and jazz it up a bit. And by the time I have thrown everything on and got all my tip-ins and everything on, I'm actually very happy with how this spread came out. I must say I'm having a blast with these. It's kind of really reawakened my joy of creating. I know the very first one I said, you know, I kind of lost my mojo and I was using this as a way to get it back, and it really has. But not only that, it has also kind of made me want to take everyday photos again. I'll be somewhere and I'll think to myself, oh my gosh, I must take a photo of that, because then I can put it in my journal and I can, you know, make another spread. So yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying that side of it as well. And yeah, there we go. That's what the little house is supposed to look like. I followed a tutorial from a magazine actually, and even though it did tell you, you know, pretty much what to do and what paints to put together and that, I kind of did my own thing because, well, for one thing, I'm a lone wolf. No, I'm not. I'm just too bloody lazy to work out what colours, you know, the paints were to mix them. So I kind of guessed and did my own thing. And yeah, that storage system is how I store my washi tapes. I saw somebody, I can't remember when it was. It was, again, a long time ago. But I thought, what a brilliant way of doing it. So I got hubby to make me 2 of those where it's just, you know, a base and it's got, they're called doweling rails or something. Anyway, it's got those in there, and then you just pop your washi tapes on and arrange in colour if you're good enough, or if you like me, you just throw them on there and then take them off when you need them. I was also contemplating thinking that maybe I should sort out my washis and you know, get rid of the ones that don't really speak to me, but then I thought to myself, no. Because for one thing, I have a hoarder tendency, but for another thing, now that I'm doing these journaling pages and things, I reckon I'm going to need a lot of washi tape, so you know, I'm going to hang on to them. And also, I like them. And yeah, apparently Posca paint pens and Sharpies do not colour very nicely on the back of a photo, so live and learn about that. Yeah, I do print my photos at home, So, but for some reason it just really wasn't working, and it was actually messing up my tips of my markers, so I decided to abandon that idea and remember in the future not to do that. And yeah, these are just photos that I had, the one of the two of them behind that sequence. I did a scrapbook layout of it for the Hip Kit Club. It'll be up on my channel sometime in the future, but that was one that hadn't printed very nicely, so I figured, hey, I can put it in my journal. And this is a screenshot of the Creativation app. I'm not very good with apps, I must say. Yeah, well, whatever, I'm old. What can I say? But I do figure that maybe that app might be quite useful, and I needed to put it in there because, well, the days are gone. Oh, it's now, what is it, 4 more sleeps? Yeah, I think it's 4 more sleeps, and I'm off. So super exciting. And yeah, while we were out doing last minute shopping, because I do confess I've done rather a lot of shopping for this trip, which is a bit silly because the trip is mainly shopping. I mean, the idea of going there is to shop. But I've been enjoying myself, and and I had money set aside for the trip and everything, so it's all good. It's not like we're having to eat salty cracks and nothing on them because we have no money left. Nobody is being deprived because I'm going to America. And yeah, oh yes, I was telling you about my little, no, I wasn't telling you about my little monster. I had done some rainbows on some watercolor sample paper that I had received, and I didn't really know what to do with them, so I figured I would copy Courtney and make a little monster, which I duly did. And then when I put that smooch glitter stuff on, the red for some reason just didn't want to dry, and I was impatient. I was in the zone. You know how you get in that creative zone. So I figured if I just put some contact paper over it, that'll keep him nice and safe there, and I won't get all sorts of nasty color where it shouldn't be. And yeah, it's going to add a lot of bulk. I have to say, I think I am abusing this book rather a lot. What with all the Sharpie bleed through and then sticking in so much that the poor thing, I mean, this is what, I don't know, the 5th or the 6th spread, and this poor thing is fat already. But I don't care. I really don't. I am thoroughly enjoying myself, and if the spine gets too battered, then hopefully I'll have another book that I can move into, and I'll just keep moving into books. Oh, and can I just say, Bohemian Rhapsody, oh my golly gosh, what a fantastic movie that was. Unbelievably good. I'm sure you've all seen it, but if you haven't, do. Oh, massive Queen fan here, of course. And what I hadn't actually realized, because I was oh golly, when I was about 14 or 15 when my brother discovered Queen, okay? And whatever music he was listening to, I was listening to, because I mean, I didn't have my own opinions about music at that age. But he got their greatest hits album. It was the one that was black, and it just had the word Queen on it in red. And when he bought it, it came with a vest, a black vest. But it was long enough that it served as a mini dress for me. So I wore it to a disco, and I felt so smart in that. I'm sure I looked, like a flat-chested 14-year-old girl in a vest, but I thought I was the bee's knees and had a really good time at that disco. So there we go. Oh, a little flashback. But yeah, so I did a couple of things off camera here. I put borders around my photographs, and yeah, I'm just colouring in again with the Poscas to kind of tie it into the left-hand side. And the stickers are coming out now. This is another thing which I am really enjoying about this, because I do scrapbook, and I scrapbook for the Hip Kit Club. I get a lot of stuff each month, and you don't always use it all up, but it's too pretty to pass on. So this way I'm getting to use up a lot of the stuff that I want to. So it's a win-win. I tell you, there are so many advantages to journaling this way. I cannot thank Courtney enough for inspiring me to do this. It's just been wonderful. So yeah, so I'm getting all the stickers on and having a grand old time of things. I do actually do handwritten journaling this time, because there wasn't enough really to go to my typewriter and type away, even though I do love doing that. And also I didn't really know where I was going to put my little Tomoe River stuff this time, the paper. So I figured, no, it's fine. I will just jot down a couple of things and and that'll be fine. So yeah, I don't know what more I can tell you other than, oh, I do know what I wanted to say. I have a little sprocket printer which you're going to see just now because I'm going to print another photograph, and I had been very disappointed with it because I felt that the prints it was printing were really, really below par and just not that nice at all. And in one of Courtney's videos on her Patreon, she mentioned that she actually loves her sprocket and she does heavily edit her photos before she prints them. And I thought, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And oh, just an interlude, that little sticker says can't wait. And I cannot wait. So yeah, so I practiced a bit, and I must say I am a lot happier. I think there is a learning curve to doing, there we go, to editing your photos for the sprocket. I believe there's a new one out actually. I was having a look at it, but I don't think I need it. I will try and be good and not think I need it. But yeah, I then purchased PicTapGo, and I've been editing my photos on that and then popping it through the sprocket, and I must say, yeah, I think it's okay. It's good enough for this journal, and so I'm very happy and pleased that I can play with it because it's such a cute thing. It's so fun. And yeah, I think I'm going to be going into my speed painting now, and I really don't want to embarrass myself by chatting away on it as well. So I'm going to wish you a very good day. I'm going to hopefully get this uploaded before I head off to America, and then when I come back I'm going to have so much to record in my journal that it's just going to be an absolute blast. I'm so excited. I cannot tell you how excited I am. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'm going to tack some music on here, and yeah, let's do this again soon. Bye bye.